Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jaxon Show. I'm your host, Jackson Solomon, and today we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. I'm going to get some predictions, my predictions in, but first things first, we're going to talk about NFL honors. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. All right, so NFL honors, the league's very best get rewarded for their achievements throughout the season. We're going to start with the most prestigious award of all, MVP. The MVP of the NFL season this year was Josh Allen. I gave this award to Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson's stats were better than Josh Allen's, but honestly, this definitely Josh Allen worked his tail off. He did a very excellent job as the quarterback of the Bills. He beat Lamar in the head-to-head. He cut down on the turnovers, and another thing he did was he finished second in the AFC. He's a leader. Unfortunately, he's not going to be in the Super Bowl this year. I would have loved to watch Josh Allen be in the Super Bowl and just do outstanding things. But unfortunately, it's just not gonna happen that way. It's not gonna end up that way. So I'm very unfortunate for us. For the Offensive Player of the Year for this season, it was Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley did some incredible things. He was 20 yards, I think it was 20 or 40, between 20 and 40 yards shy of the single season rushing record. He did some really outstanding things throughout the year, the backwards hurdle, and just with the Eagles, I think he did things that he could have never done on the Giants. And I'm being honest, I don't think he could have run for 2,000 yards on the Giants. I don't think it would have been possible, but with the way that Saquon's played and the way that he plays, he is just an outstanding player. And, props out to him. So, Defensive Player of the Year, this went to Pat Surtain of the Denver Broncos. I gave this to Pat Surtain, and I think the reason why Myles Garrett didn't win it or Aiden Hutchinson didn't win it was because Pat Surtain is the lockdown corner. His stats aren't very good because quarterbacks don't want to throw the football to his side of the field. If they do, it's going to get batted down, it's going to be picked, and Pat Surtain is going to say, don't try that again. He's done an excellent job. He's an excellent defensive player. Exceptional season for the Broncos this year, and just props out to Pat Surtain. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders. Well-deserved for Jaden Daniels. He deserves this award. It was really between him and Brock Bowers, I feel, when I came down to deciding who would win this award. But it was really Jaden Daniels. I think with Jaden Daniels taking the Commanders as far as he did, performing as well as he did, and just being the leader that the Commanders needed him to be before the season started, it definitely shows, first of all, how much Jaden Daniels has matured, and second of all, it shows that the Commanders are a threat for years to come because of what he does, because of the threat he poses as a quarterback. And so, deeply excited for Jaden Daniels. Congratulations, man, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the future. Now, Defensive Rookie of the Year, this went to Jaron Verse. I picked Quinyon Mitchell to win this award. Jared Verse, I don't know why I'm saying Jaron. Jared Verse, exceptional player for the Rams, had a ton of sacks throughout the year. I think that Quinyon Mitchell should have won it, but Jaron Verse, he did, and it was an incredible season from him, so really proud of him for doing that. Comeback Player of the Year, I picked Sam Darnold to win this award. It was Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. Not saying Joe Burrow should not have won this award, but I think the Sam Darnold comeback story was a little bit better than Joe Burrow's. Sam Darnold had a better record than Joe Burrow. Sam Darnold made the playoffs. Joe Burrow did not. But Joe Burrow still had an incredible season. was, I think, top 3 in passing yards and touchdowns this year. Had the Triple Crown winner as a wide receiver, so there's that to take into consideration. So Joe Burrow had a really good season. I just would have given it to Sam Darnold. I think just because of, I think people, myself included, just saying, hey, this guy, he's overrated. He's not very good. All right. I think Sam Darnold, the comeback player of the year, would have been much better than I think Joe Burrow winning comeback player of the year. Now, coach of the year went to Kevin O'Connell of the Minnesota Vikings. I gave this award to Dan Campbell. Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings had 14 wins this year, 3 losses. 2 of them came to Dan Campbell's Lions. I don't know why Dan Campbell didn't win this award, but Kevin O'Connell, I think he could have won it as well. He did. I was at school today, and a couple of kids were talking about, hey, Dan Campbell got robbed of Coach of the Year. Kevin O'Connell did his thing, man. He did an exceptional job, did a good job with the Vikings this season, especially with Sam Darnold as a quarterback. Justin Jefferson, things that he's done with him over the years, exceptional. Assistant Coach of the Year went to Ben Johnson, and I think this was just all the funny gags and all the things that Ben Johnson did. All the good times and good things that Ben Johnson did and, with the Lions. The trick plays, the hook and ladders, the laterals, the triple reverses, the throw to linemans. All of that, I think that's kind of why Ben Johnson won this award. Those are your NFL Honors Awards. I saw Eli Manning didn't make the Hall of Fame. I think that was the other one I was going to talk about, but, not a big deal. I definitely thought Eli was going to make it, for sure. But I think the interceptions rate was too high. He just didn't beat Brady enough. Or he did beat Brady enough. The interceptions were just too high for Eli Manning. But yeah, those are your NFL honors for 2025. Leave a comment down below who you would have voted, or if you think that my takes are harsh or unjust. If you think that, Sam Darnold should have won Comeback Player of the Year, you thought Lamar Jackson should have won Offensive Player of the Year, leave a comment down below. Coming up next, we got some Super Bowl predictions. All right, so Super Bowl has got to be one of the most funnest and enjoyable times of the year. But I'm talking to people about the Super Bowl over these past couple of days. Nobody is excited for this one. So we got a couple of prop bets. I'm going to give my picks. We had a survey today. I'm going to share my survey as well. So, first things first. Coin toss. Tails. I'm going tails with that one. Coin toss winner. Eagles. I think the Eagles defer the ball to Kansas City. Kansas City gets the ball first. And the first scoring play will be a touchdown to Xavier Worthy. Super Bowl MVP is going to be Patrick Mahomes, without a doubt. And Saquon scoring to rush. And another one was Saquon to rush for over 169 yards. I say no. This is very... Well, I'll say yes. I had it on the script down as no. I changed my mind. I'll go yes. We had a little survey for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl survey. Eagles and Chiefs were the 2 names that were on the ballot people voted for. 27 people picked the Eagles. And 20 people picked the Chiefs. And I'm picking the Chiefs. Look, I think all the hatred that the Chiefs are getting from just being a football team in the National Football League and being in the Super Bowl again, I think that all that hatred that people have built up, me and myself included, all the hatred and all the people picking the Eagles, I think it just fuels Mahomes. I think it fuels Kansas City. And the Chiefs will cruise to another Super Bowl victory. I don't think it's going to be cruising, but there's definitely going to be something that's going to happen late in the game, and it's going to go a little controversial, but honestly, if the Eagles blow this team out, I will be happy. This is a hate watch right now. Now, last thing we had on the ballot, one song Kendrick would perform during the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar's doing the halftime show. I announced that earlier they announced that earlier in the year. I just reminded all you listeners that earlier on in the week. Here are all the songs that got one vote. GNX, Mad City, Stars Falling, Money Trees, Everything and All Right. 2 votes went to TV Auth, Luther, Humble, and 30 for 30. And obviously, lopsided winner was Not Even Close. Not Like Us. I don't think he performs Not Like Us in the Super Bowl. I don't think the NFL will allow it. I don't think they will. I don't think the NFL will allow Kendrick to call Drake a pedophile in front of all those little children. I think that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And I think Kendrick performs Humble. And if I had to pick one other song he would do with SZA, probably Luther. I think that might be my second favorite song or third favorite song off the GNX track. But yeah, man, that was the Super Bowl predictions. Those are some of my prop bets. Those are parlay, I guess you could call it, whatever. Today was a great episode, though. And I always enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy it. Don't forget to tune into the next episode of the Jaxon Show. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and don't forget to bring a friend.